Yo, only haters. We are finally back. P and JK back in the building at a perfect time too, man. He's back hitting the John Wall. If you on video, you peep him. If not, I had to let y'all know what he's into. But listen, it's a lot going on. We had Championship Sunday yesterday. Couple weeks to the Super Bowl because they're gonna make us watch this stupid Pro Bowl. But I digress on that.
I
And
like flag
then
football. Why you hating?
I'm 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 back, man. I'm hating. I'm back and
That's
I'm
true.
hating.
That's the name of the
So
game.
so then the NBA's been going stupid. The scoring outbreaks. I mean, there's been so much happen since the last time we spoke. But listen, we had to have a little break. A break was in order, but it doesn't matter. I know y'all missed us, but just know we back. We back on the weekly flow. P, how you been, man?
I've been good. A lot of sports, a lot of Twitter debates, a lot of Panther depression. Y'all didn't see me towards the end of the season, so it was a lot of depression. I'm glad y'all didn't have to go through that with me. And a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad to be back. Sitting in my chair.
Hey,
I'm
bro.
glad to be back.
Is that an ant jersey you got on?
Nah, this a Luca. This a Luca.
Oh,
You feel
I
me?
couldn't tell if it was T Wolves or it's that Mavs, the
Yeah,
graffiti looking
the
joint.
graffiti joints. It's a Luca in honor
Shoot.
of his 70 ball. For sure. But that's a part of my most hated later. So we can get back to that at the end.
Oh God. That 73 was crazy. We're gonna get back to it. But listen, yesterday was nuts, man. Um, Chiefs, Ravens, Lions, Niners, Lions and Niners and Bears. Oh my. And listen, it just it was just a weird couple games because the first game, um, the Chiefs basically begged the Ravens to win in the second half, and they were just like, "Nah, we're gonna keep making mistakes, man. We ain't trying to do that." And then the Lions just had an absolute meltdown, unfortunately. Had that man Fraud Purdy looking like Lamar the way he was using his legs.
I couldn't believe it, bro.
It was tough, but we gonna start with the Chiefs and the Ravens game. P, what's your takeaways, man? Your main takeaways besides Glazing Mahomes. What's your main takeaways?
Hell no, we gonna start with the glazing. My man back in the Super Bowl, bro. Back in the Super Bowl again. Honestly, coming into this game, I didn't even have a personal like preference of who won. I would have been cool with Lamar. Obviously, I'm cool with Mahomes. It's for the legacy. So my immediate takeaways from the game is first of all, on the Ravens side, and a little foreshadowing to Detroit. I don't know why teams was doing things that they did not need to do. For example, Baltimore, I don't know why you decided to just stop running the rock. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know why we wasn't running the football. It worked on the first drive. The first drive looked effortless, and then I don't know what came about after that. Number two, Lamar. I've never seen him be so hesitant in the. I mean, he was doing it all year, but bro, it looks just like he was thinking too much. He was thinking too much. He wasn't trying to run. He wasn't trying to get out the pocket that much. I mean, he did, but the game could have been won by his legs alone. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Baltimore lost it more than the Chiefs went and won it. I know that's an annoying phrase to hear all the time, which is true. Same thing with Detroit, but I feel like Baltimore had it, bro. It was your chance. You just blew it. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the same thing. The Chiefs just have the same thing that the Patriots used to have, which is you when you've been there so many times, you don't even have to play good because you know you're not going to make mistakes. And the other team is going to fold in the moment and make mistakes. And that's exactly what the Patriots did. It's exactly what the Chiefs do to teams. They've been there so many times that it's just another game to them. Like to Mahomes and Andy Reid and Kelsey, like it's just another game. So they didn't make any mistakes. And yeah, but the offense didn't do much in the second half. I mean, they had 67 yards up until the Valdez Scantling catch to ice it.
They controlled the
But
clock crazy though.
they weren't going to turn the ball over. They weren't going to make a mistake. And at the end of the day, they were trusting the defense because that defensive unit and Spags put on an absolute master class yesterday. Like They were everywhere, man, and they got Lamar off his shit. Like they made Baltimore play their game. Baltimore usually does not do that. Baltimore usually makes you play their game, but that's not what happened yesterday. Kansas City made Baltimore play Kansas City's game, and it was cooked, man. And then as soon as the Ravens did start to get some offensive momentum and move the ball,
Shit
the
happened. He
turnovers happened.
started playing hero ball.
The
Oh
penalties,
my
the
god.
penalties, the penalties happen because you're in your head because they've got you twisted the first 3 quarters. And yeah, man, it's tough. But I do want to hit on that a little bit. Do you fault Zay Flowers? Because it's like I don't know how to feel because he was trying to make a play, and I feel like it's impossible to look and be like, bro, you should have just went down. Y'all would have had first and goal at the one. Like in the moment, is anyone really going to do that?
I just feel like from where he was, he was so far out trying to stretch that ball into the end
That's
zone, bro.
true.
That's why I said he was playing hero ball. He was trying to be like me and my mom was watching this game. I turned and looked at her and I said, bro, think he Space Jam Michael Jordan. Like he really tried to reach extendo clip all the way into the end zone. But we've seen it so many times in games. Dez Bryant, regardless if you feel like it's a catch or not, he could have just caught the ball, went down type stuff instead of reaching. All kind of stuff happened like that. Patriots game against the Steelers. That you know what I'm saying? That was a catch, no catch situation. This situation, not even catch or no catch. You clearly caught it, but you just tried to do a little too much with the ball. You know they punching at the ball anyway. Every defensive, like they can't even tackle no more. Rules keep them from tackling. So first thing they're gonna do is punch for the ball. And you got it plucked, bro. I mean, it wasn't all your fault. I feel like a lot of blame is being shifted to Zay Flowers for that reason alone. But I feel like that a combination of the refs, because I ain't gonna lie, I feel like the refs was tripping in the secondary a little bit, you know what I'm saying, against the Ravens. I feel like there was a lot of PIs that weren't called, but that's neither here or there. But
I
I
mean,
can't
yeah,
I can't really blame solely Zay Flowers. I feel like they were all off their shit. Like the team
I
was just off
agree.
their shit.
They,
But it was weird.
I mean, yeah, it's just insane to me that they outgained the Chiefs by like 200 yards in the second half, and they still couldn't score because they were making so many mistakes. I mean, I got to give ups to L'Jarius Sneed as well because it was a hell of a play to punch the ball out. I
For
mean,
sure. For
if he
sure.
gets there like half a second later, he actually gets it across and it's a touchdown. So the timing was insane. Um, I just I just thought that Baltimore was almost putting himself in a position where they didn't feel like they felt like they had to rush and they felt like they had to force instead of just being like, we're good. We got a whole fourth quarter left. Let's play our game. Let's be patient. And that's when you start seeing the force, the throwing into triple coverage, trying to extend as far as they tried to extend. Whereas, I mean, how many minutes were left when the ball got punched out? Like 750
They
probably
had a
or
lot of
eight.
time.
It was a lot of
They had
time.
a lot of time,
He
bro.
goes down, but I think they were all in that mindset of like, we got to
This is
do this
it.
quickly.
Yeah,
And
this
I
is
and
it.
I think that's where I bring it back to when you are playing against the Mahomes, you it puts that extra pressure on you because you're thinking we got to do this quick. We don't want to give him the ball back. There's very few quarterbacks ever that have that effect, and he's one of them. And it's just the team. I mean, they were literally rattled from the jump, man. Like they just, and that's why I have no clue what's going to happen in the Super Bowl because
Near
if he can,
which is
if they
crazy.
can rattle Lamar, I'd have to assume they can rattle Purdy.
And this reminded me of for all my MMA fans and everything. This really reminds me of a John Jones type scenario. And there's a thing in the UFC that they say if you're a challenger going to face a champion, you gotta go in there and either dominate or tell the judges why. If you're gonna leave it to decision, show the judges why you deserve that decision. And so I feel like Mahomes is that John Jones esque type of athlete right now where I've only seen, which is funny enough, I'm about to say this, but I've only seen John Jones struggle in 2 fights in my whole entire life as I'm watching MMA. And so is Mahomes, as in the Brady games. But I feel like you got to bring pressure to him. You got to flip the script. Like you really do. Like Dominic Reyes and Alexander Gustafsson both applied mad pressure to John Jones, and he almost lost those fights. I feel like you got to do the same thing to Mahomes. You got to apply that pressure and psych him out a little bit, which is hard to do, but we've seen it earlier this year. He's human, bro. You can psych him out, but you got to figure it out. I feel like Baltimore, I feel like they lost their excitement. I feel like they lost their momentum. I felt like after that first drive, everything was flat. And once they seen KC, I feel like once that play happened with Kelsey in the middle, that crazy ass play, Mahomes rolled out, did his little magic.
Yeah.
Kelsey, though, I feel like all the energy got sucked out, bro. And I feel like from there, it was just cruise control.
Yeah. I mean, my last thing on this game is like, it sucks because the Ravens defensively, they did their job. They figured it out in the second half. They figured out that if you take away the middle of the field, which I think that's what San Francisco is going to do now, is if you take away the middle of the field, you're basically taking away Kelsey, and those receivers just aren't good enough to win one-on-one on the outside. And that's what Baltimore did in the second half, and it worked. It's just the offense was so out of rhythm at that point that everything was, and also like Baltimore had some really stupid unforced penalties
They did.
that just didn't need to happen. I mean, but that's the name of the game, man. You got any final thoughts before we move to Lions Niners?
Mahomes, man, if you ever listen to this pod, go win that motherfucker, please, bro. Go win that bitch, man, for me. Please, I'm telling you, please. Please.
Listen, this is a lose-lose for me because actually, nah, I'd definitely rather see Mahomes win than Brock Purdy because you know how I feel about Brock Purdy.
Yeah, I
But
can't allow that, bro. Honestly, what's funny is, I guess I'll say that for the next game. Let's go. Let's
yeah,
go.
let's get into it, man. So it's good. I saw the best tweet of all time, bro. We're not gonna get into our Super Bowl preview yet. We'll do that next week probably. But best tweet ever was this Super Bowl gonna be crazy. Mahomes Black Voodoo Magic versus the luckiest dude on the planet. I mean, luck is part of it, man. Like it's sometimes it's better to be lucky than it is to be good. You know what they say, but I have quite literally never seen anything like what this 49ers team is going through right now. I mean, the luck is insane. And you can say what you want, but like the Lions, it felt like someone cast a spell on the Lions in the second half and turned them into complete idiots. Like so many things, man. The fumble, they dropped four passes that were like pivotal passes and not even bad throws. They just dropped them. That it was just it was it's I don't even know, man. It was rough. It was really rough. It was like my guy Will Hardy, former Celtic coach that coaches the Jazz now, said in his press conference about 2 to 3 months ago. It was a masterclass of dog shit from the Detroit Lions in the second half. Takeaways, P.
Number one takeaway: if any Detroit fan is out here blaming Jared Goff, bro, that is nasty work. Please do not do this, dog. Please don't do this. Number two, Dan Campbell. I don't think you should get fired, but I don't know what the hell was going on with your membrane up at the top. The fourth, just take your points, bro. That's it. That's it. We'd be talking about a whole nother Super Bowl right now if he just took his points on the fourth downs. And I understand high risk, high reward. I get that, bro. But you're away. You're in San Fran. You up. You got a chance to go 27-7. You don't do it. It's on you, bro. That's how I feel about Baltimore and Detroit. I feel like there ain't even much analysis to it. It's just it's on them. They did it to themselves. Like the teams, you should have beat both teams. Kansas City should have got beat, and I believe the 49ers should have got beat. Same thing with the Packers. They should have got beat last week, but here we are. They took advantage.
Yeah,
It's up.
the first one really sucks because it's 24-7 and they go for it. And Jared Goff, there's a perfect ball to Josh Reynolds, and he just right through his arms. I mean, Jared Goff made every throw he needed to make yesterday. Like, he played so well, did everything he could. Their defense held the Niners in check for a whole entire half, which is enough.
Knowing that's your weakness on your team as well,
And
like
then
your secondary at least.
as soon as Gibbs fumbled, I knew it was over.
Yeah,
As soon as Gibbs
yeah.
fumbled, and it was 24-17, and they gave Purdy good field position, I knew it was cooked. But I mean, it's just God Almighty, man.
It's crazy to me. I got to give Purdy some credit though because
The scrambling was
this,
nuts.
yeah, he went out and won the game. I'll give him that. Like that's one of the first times I could really watch it. And I just like, okay, Purdy went out and won the damn game. Like he stepped out of his game manager comfort zone a little bit, but I mean, I'm still hating till the wheels fall off with bruh. I'm still not convinced. You playing with all pros everywhere on the field. So, like, you should be at this point. You should be at this stage. So, I mean, congrats to you because you went and did it. But you got to show me you got to show me on the 11th for real.
Bro, listen. He threw for a touchdown and a pick, and I think the only reason he even got to throw a touchdown was because Ayuk,
That was some crazy shit right there.
bro.
That was some crazy shit. That's what I be
Like,
talking about with the yak merchants and
that's
like, bro,
what I'm saying.
that's
Bro,
what I be talking about.
I can't tell you. I don't know if there's another quarterback in the league that makes that bad of a throw and it ends in that result. Maybe if Tua chucks one up there and like something happens and
That's
but
not the
bro,
only.
like
That's not the only throw that I like. Yo, he was throwing crossbody. Oh, so, listen, just last week, Jordan Love did the same shit Purdy did. Crossbody across the middle of the field. That shit got picked off. Purdy ran crossbody, threw it to the middle of the field, and it just floated to the ground, bro. It literally just floated to the ground. I'm like, there's
I'll be
nobody in the middle of the field.
he only made I think he literally only made two throws the entire game that impressed me. And it was like the first drive of the game, he threw an out to Ayuk for a first down. It was like right on the money toe tap.
Yeah.
And then he made a throw. I will say this. I think it was in the fourth quarter.
The juice check
The
on the
juice
sideline.
check throw was
That was
nuts.
yeah, that was nuts.
That throw was nuts.
That's what I was talking about. Where I was like, this motherfucker, like, he really is playing right now. Like, he really trying to go win the game.
Exactly. But I'm just worried, man, because I don't know if he's got that in him for a full game. And if he doesn't, you might as well go ahead and hand it to Mahomes. Because I'm gonna tell you right now what the Chiefs are gonna do. The Chiefs are gonna come out. They're gonna stack the box. They're not gonna let McCaffrey do anything because their secondary is good enough to play this one-on-one shit, to do whatever they need to do. They gonna make Purdy beat them. That's what because McCaffrey's just
I just gotta get this off my chest. I feel like really to beat San Francisco, bro, just tackle. Like this fucking tackle. The amount of bubble screens
oh yeah.
and jet sweeps and reverses that I've seen, and the amount of players Detroit will have in the backfield and just miss tackles. I was like, bro, this right here is some shit, bro. Like, just wrap up and tackle, and you'll be straight. Minimize big plays, and you'll be straight. A lot of times they had San Fran to third down situations, and they would let up something big. I'm like, bro, what is going on with y'all, dude? I don't know. I feel like though with San Fran, they got a good chance to win the Super Bowl because I feel like Shanahan got over his little bump of being down and having to call tough games and not abandoning his usual game plan that he does, like we've seen in the past. And it's all up from here, bro. They faced the adversity, so now there's not
Yeah.
much
So
adversity left.
my kind of final thought is that first off, you know, if you listen to the pod, we haven't recorded in a while, but even back in like week 8, week 9, week 10 when we were recording, we always been rocking with the Lions, man, rocking with Jared Goff, one pride. So it was sad, especially when they had the game. Like they should have won the game. And you know, I'll save that for most hated, man, because I feel like he part of the reason they lost. But
let me say one more thing on McCaffrey before we get up out of here and go to the next section. I see a lot of Panther fans OD happy that this man going to the Bull. Like, which I am a huge CMC fan. I rock with the kid. I'm glad he did everything he could for Carolina. But bro, he was sitting out. He was sitting out doing all this in Carolina. I get it. They ran him into the ground and everything. But he go to San Fran. He over there talking shit. I ain't see him talking no shit in Carolina like that. He was
Nope.
over there. He over there talking shit. He running between the tackles, running like a tank. He doing all these things for them. All I'm saying is, I'm not rocking with them because of him. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm
Nah.
sorry.
Listen.
So if you a Carolina fan doing that, hey, I feel you, my boy. It just can't be me. It can't be
Yeah,
me.
I ain't gonna lie, man. We don't talk about McCaffrey code switching enough.
He definitely code switch like a motherfucker, bro. Because when we
Cause
was in the playoffs against the Saints in 2017, he wasn't doing all that rah-rah and running and doing all that.
nah,
That's all I'm
bro,
gonna say.
he
That's all I'm
now
gonna say.
he's in the Bay Area and he damn I don't
Some
know what he
some
thinks he
form
is,
of
but
an elite white man. I don't
I
know what.
just
I don't
know
know.
you can just tell by how he be moving. He said the N-word at least 3 times a game.
He was talking early yesterday. I forgot
That's what I'm
it was on a play. He
saying.
ran, bro. They ran a dive. Somebody grabbed him by the helmet, I guess, and kind of pulled him down like that. He got up talking crazy. I'm like, yo, I ain't never seen him doing all this in Carolina.
Also, am I tripping or did he get like more tats since he moved out there?
Somebody just told me that yesterday. That's so funny that you say that.
He's trying to move. See, I don't like that, bro. That makes me not like
It was
him
my
as
boy.
much.
Shout out Ewan Eric Taylor. Matter of fact, he dead ass. He was like, he got tattoos on the back of his arms.
He
I'm like,
does, bro. He got the like tribal stuff.
man, I
What?
don't know.
Who does he think he is, man? See, I don't like that. But my last thing before we move into some hoops is listen, I actually think that that's a beneficial, really, really beneficial game for the Lions, or not Lions. Yeah, maybe for the Lions too, but for the Niners because they gave Brock Purdy a glimpse of what he's going to have to do to win a Super Bowl. Like the game manager stuff, the being up early and you know, not being able to make plays when the game's not going your way. He had to make plays in this game. So I think that's going to bode very well for them going forward. P, it's time, man, to talk about some hoops. So, in traditional only haters fashion. Now, I'm gonna preface with this: we're not gonna ask any questions about the scoring stuff because we are gonna talk about that as its own segment after we do this. But in the honor of this show, we're gonna play some NBA hate or appreciate, man. You know the vibes. You know how we get down over here. If you don't, hate or appreciate is the same thing as buy or sell. If you hate, you're you're selling. If you appreciate, you're buying, but we're haters. So of course we hate or appreciate. We ain't buy or sell. This ain't no stock market show.
Nope.
But all right, we're gonna do about 3 each. P, I'm gonna let you go first, man. What you got for me?
We gonna pick up where we left off yesterday in our text messages, man. Hate or appreciate Brandon Miller, the best Charlotte Hornet.
Listen, man. Whew. It's tough because I obviously know that LaMelo Ball is the best like player on the Charlotte Hornets, but like this year, Miller's been available. He's been there. He just went on a stretch last week where he was just going nuts. He was dropping like 28, 27. I mean, I think it would be fair to say he's been the best Charlotte Hornet this year because LaMelo's missed what, over half the season now?
Yeah,
Something
probably
like that.
just
And
about.
Terry's not there anymore. I don't even know what's going on with Miles. PJ Washington's only good 1 out of every 10 games. So, I mean,
Okay. Now
I'm semi appreciating it, man.
let me stack it. Do you think he'll be the best Charlotte Hornet in the future?
It depends.
I think he has a high ceiling, bro. No cap.
If Lamelo's health doesn't change, then yes. But I mean, I think you look at it like he does have that build, and he's got the play style of a Tatum or a Paul George type player. When you have that frame, when you have that frame and that's the way you play, you do have an extremely high ceiling. Now, will he get to that ceiling? I don't know yet. I do think he's going to be an all-star caliber player at some point at like the least. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I think his ceiling's super high. I think when you've got that combination of size, athleticism, scoring ability, speed, he tightens up the defense a little bit, stops fouling so much, tightens up the handle a little. I mean, he could become something special, man.
That's good. Okay. I like that. I like that answer. I ain't gonna lie, I was wrong at draft time, but I'm a Brandon Miller stan, like low key. Like
I mean,
now.
yeah, that's a conversation for another day. Scoot was an insane prospect. It made sense. And Brandon Miller has been really good, but I also hate listen, man. We can acknowledge that Brandon Miller has obviously been better than Scoot this year, while also not acting as if Scoot's just gonna be a failure because he's not been great through 40 NBA games. I feel like people are so quick to jump the gun on oh, he's a bust, oh, he's this. Like, you know, I get it. If I was a Hornets fan, I'd want to take my victory lap too because all I heard was that taking Brandon Miller over Scoot was crazy. But I just wouldn't take the victory lap so early.
For
Y'all
sure.
got one in Brandon Miller. I'm just saying, don't take the victory lap on Scoot being ass just yet
That's
because
that's what I'm on. I'm just like saying like I was wrong on draft night and thinking like Brandon Miller wouldn't be the best fit for the team because at the time I didn't even think they needed wings that badly. Like they did, but they didn't. I feel like the guards. I don't know. I feel like you could have moved off Terry anytime, but I was wrong in that aspect. I don't think Scoot is gonna be terrible, bro. Like usually point guards take outside of Luka and Trey. I feel like Luka and Trey has damaged the league in that sense because they came in
yeah.
hot. So like I feel like every guard is taking 4 years. Like even Kobe White, a bucket now. It took Kobe White a while, bro, to
I
get
mean, yeah,
involved.
LaMelo is one of the few that came in and immediately did it. But look at
Yeah,
Halliburton now.
yeah. Took at least it took him two. Yeah, it took him 2 years.
Took him 2 to 3.
Yeah.
It ain't easy, man. I mean, look, Scoot's not been great. He's not efficient. He turns the ball over a lot. He's had a few decent games, but I mean, yeah, I think you got to give him some time too, because man, I mean, I'd probably be asked if I was on DeAndre Ayton's squad too, but that's just me.
Knocked off by ice.
That shit crazy. But all right, man. We'll move to the west a little bit here, man. Okay. Hate or appreciate? Man, I do not believe this. I want to preface this with this. I just want to see what P's on. The Phoenix Suns are just as much of a contender as the Los Angeles Clippers.
Ah, ah.
It's tough.
Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. I'll say yes. I'll appreciate it. Fuck. Yeah, I'll appreciate it, bro. I hate the Clippers, dude. And I don't even fuck with the Suns like that. But I think they both equal amount of. I think they both have a really good chance of winning the West.
The
I'm not gonna
Clippers are
lie.
nice, bro.
The Clippers, I feel like the Clippers have the depth, but the Suns, if they get hot at any point in time, you're cooked. There's nothing you can
That's
do.
true.
You're cooked.
For me, it
So
all depends on Kawhi's health, bro, because he looks
honestly,
insane this year.
I'm assuming you mean full health. So I still think even like the Suns at full health, if the big three is playing and they've been playing for a while together, yeah, Phoenix is dangerous, cuz.
That's
Like,
true.
they're dangerous. And the way Grayson Allen's playing, giving them a little bit of an extra edge, they starting to give, which weirdly enough, they starting to give Bobo minutes, and Bobo been kind of cooking too. So I don't know. It can come together for Phoenix, but I think they both dangerous. Like I think they both can win the West for sure.
I I agree. Kawhi's been freaking sensational this year.
Russ has been hooping
I
off the bench for real.
what do the Suns like? I don't know. This is just an why do the Suns lose every time Devin Booker has like an insane scoring game? Like I looked last night and
Yeah.
they got blown out, I think, yesterday. Yeah, they got blown out yesterday by the Magic. Devin Booker had 44, super efficient 44. They had 98 as a team. He dropped 62. They lose. I don't get it.
I see. I feel like I understand it a little bit because I feel like if Booker doing the one scoring, everybody else is just watching. So like Booker, when he's usually like facilitating them and getting the offense in rhythm and stuff, they win games. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I don't know. I just feel like everybody else is standing around. Everybody else ain't have a good scoring night or none of that. It was solely Booker. Like I'm
You
pretty sure the
ever
night he dropped 62, like bro, Bradley Beal felt like he wasn't even playing.
I mean,
Like,
bro, KD only took 12 shots.
right? You see what I'm saying?
So it's the thing. I mean, I'll say this, like, this is the one issue the Suns have, in my opinion. They can shoot threes, but they don't have anyone that wants to shoot threes. Kevin Durant and Devin Booker like to operate in the mid range. Like they combined to take 5 3-point attempts yesterday. That's gonna be where it gets interesting for me. They're gonna have to hit some threes in the playoffs. But yeah, I mean, I think the Clippers and Suns are both contenders. I would lean Clippers just because
Facts. I would too. The death.
they're just it's
They're
nuts.
deep.
And
They're a
and
deep team.
you know,
They buy in on
I
defense too. So
they do. And I don't want to go on a tangent here. As soon as I say this, get into your second one so we don't get off on a tangent. But I would like to say it might be time to put a little respect on James Harden's name because he's completely reimagined his game in the last 2 years and become an elite facilitator. That's
Hall
all I'm
of
saying.
Famer, bro. Hall of Famer. That's it. That's all I can even say about Harden. Hall of Famer. But okay. I'm gonna come back then. You attack my west, I'm gonna go back and attack your east. So hate or appreciate the Milwaukee Bucks.
Um,
There ain't even an objective to it. It's just where they stand right now. Would you buy into them or would you
so
sell out
God,
on them?
this is tough. So I do got something for Milwaukee on my most hated. You ain't gonna like it, but it's there. Um, I would
What's up?
appreciate him. I'm still gonna buy him because like I know Doc Rivers is like a playoff choker or whatever. Um, but I think when you have Giannis and Dame, it's kind of like one of those things where you don't need a great coach. You just need someone who has the experience and can kind of keep the vibes right and keep the train on its track. And I think that's what Doc can do. He's not going to have to do much coaching, although I will say the defense is a problem. It's a problem. And changing coaches isn't isn't going to change that. The reason the defense is bad is because they're trying to run the same scheme that they ran with Drew Holiday. Dame is not Drew Holiday. That defensive scheme is never going to work with Damian Lillard. Now, Dame and Giannis on offense and the fact that they can combine for 80 on any night is what makes me buy on this team. Their offense is nuts. But Adrian Griffin tried to change some things defensively to compensate for Dame, and it didn't work, and he got fired for it. And we'll see what Doc can do. But I mean, it's going to be interesting. I am going to buy, but the defense does worry me.
I ain't gonna lie, this just reminds me of a tweet that I had when Dame first got moved over there. And then low key did a little bit of some numbers. And I said the backcourt can't guard a soul. And they haven't yet guarded a soul. So I appreciate the buy, honestly. I might be a fool and be on the other side of that. I feel like I'm kind of out on the Bucks until further notice because I just don't the play style to me is just it don't hit the same as it used to. So that's how I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I agree. It's just the Bucks just I don't know. I don't think that finesse outscore you shit fits them.
It
Like
doesn't.
being physical and stuff is what fits them. Let's see. Another one for you, my guy. So here's a hater appreciate for you. The Utah Jazz will remain in the playoff picture, and they will make a play in.
Okay. Let me look. Let me look. Because I don't want to just buy into that and not know what I'm looking at. Okay. I feel like, yeah, I'll hate that. I think they're gonna get bopped. The play-in's all the way to 10, right? They're the last spot in the
Yep.
play-in right now. Okay. Yeah, I think they'll get jumped by the Warriors, actually, which is nuts. But I think the Warriors are gonna squeak and take over the Jazz. Or
They
the
might.
Rockets. Or the Rockets. It would hurt me to say that, but I feel like this Lakers game, for some odd reason, is gonna set them on the right course. I don't know why, but I feel like they're gonna start winning a little bit more after that.
I could
Ugh.
see it. I mean,
They
Golden
still they
State,
still boo boo garbage though.
they're bad. They're really bad. Like, I never thought I'd say a Stephen Curry led team has 0% chance of winning a title, but this team literally has a 0% chance of winning a title. There's nothing they could do.
Sure.
Man, see, I just like the Jazz, man. They're fun
Yeah,
as
they're just
hell.
they
And
are fun.
and like we really got to start realizing what Colin Sexton got going on over there because
It's kind of crazy, ain't it?
this man's having like a freaking
A,
sensational year.
a career resurgence, honestly.
Bro, who wins? So this is all right. I'll just go ahead. This won't count as one, but it'll just be a quick. Colin Sexton or Kobe White, who's the most improved player? It's tough.
Bro, I want to say Kobe. I want to say Kobe for real. But the Bulls are so shit. Like it's like, yo, the
Hey,
Bulls are
bro,
so trash.
they're the nine, both in the
Uh,
play-in.
they're both in a play. I'm gonna say Kobe though, because Kobe really came from low key no role at all on the squad to like a prominent ball handler and facilitator for the squad, and became an absolute. I mean, he already could shoot, but a knockdown shooter, like for real.
Yeah,
So I feel like Kobe really resurged himself more. But shout out Colin because he does a lot for them as well. But they got a lot of guards that could do that if he's
they
not there.
do.
So that's how I feel.
Keontae George, your boy.
You feel me? Absolute bucket scouter.
You
Like
freaking love Keontae George for
his
no
bag,
reason.
his bag, bro. It's his bag, and and he not scared of shit. Like when he goes in those games, he don't really. I mean, he plays like a rookie because sometimes he's out of control, but usually like he's locked in, he's engaged, he's in the moment. Outside of like other rookies that has a fair chance. Obviously, Wemby the star, Chet the star, like him and Hawkins, bro. They come in and do their shit.
That's true. What's your last one for me?
All right, we gonna stay in the East with it. Damn, I ain't getting no West in there. I feel like I might just switch over, man.
Hey, man, I'm handling the West thus far.
Okay, yeah, you doing a great job over there. Okay, matter of fact,
And my last question's West as well. So I guess
okay,
I'm the new Western Conference correspondent.
I'm gonna have to stick in the East, the gritty. Um, okay, let's talk about it. It's kind of a two-parter, if that's cool. One, this one can be quick because you gave me a quick one. Does Terry Rozier to the Heat improve their chances of being a contender? Hate or
Yeah, I
appreciate
think
it?
it does, but I don't think it's by enough to matter. I think what you said, like, I don't think that's what they need, man. Like, Rozier and Hero are the same player.
Same
They
player.
need what they need is either like a spot up shooter or they need someone who I don't know. So Kyle Lowry
Truths.
fit them because Kyle Lowry's physical and yeah, he was
uh,
washed, but he's physical. He plays
man.
defense.
Yep.
That's the type of guard they needed, and they traded him for a guard who, yeah, Terry tries on the defensive end, but he's not a great defender, and he needs the ball, and he needs to score. So it's like, congratulations. Now him and Tyler Hero are going to be fighting for shots.
Honestly. Yeah. I didn't need Max Strus.
They do.
He's a
They
bucket
messed
this
up.
year, bro. He's a bucket this year. It's hilarious. Okay. My second one is there was a report today that Randall's gonna be out with a shoulder injury for some weeks, but Hater appreciate, bro. Like, could the Knicks finally do it? Like, could the Knicks go to an Eastern Conference championship and maybe win that?
So
I won't
I
say
actually
finals, but I'll say Eastern Conference finals. How about
I
that?
actually am pretty bought in on the Knicks, but I do think it's path dependent. If they're the 4, I don't think they can beat Boston in a 7-game series. But if they get the 3, which they're only a game out of, and Embiid like to sit his ass at home every other game, so the Sixers going to keep losing. Um, if the Knicks can get to 3 and get Milwaukee in the second round, we could see a Knicks Celtics Eastern Conference Finals. I
That's
mean,
classic.
that would be it would
That'd be
be
classic.
very vibey, historic. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it would be tough. It would be a tough draw if they had to play Boston in the second round. I wouldn't feel great about it because, like in the last couple years, Boston struggled against New York. And I really do like what OG does for them. The Randall shit's gonna hurt them a lot, but I mean, yeah, it's all path dependent, man. If them and the Cavs is a great first round matchup. I like that first round matchup. I honestly, if the Eastern Conference playoffs are perfect as they are right now, we don't need to change anything. We literally get Celtics Magic, Bucks Heat, Sixers Pacers.
See, I need the Bucks to play the Pacers in the first
No,
round.
see, that's
I'm
they
gonna
keep
need
flip
that.
flopping back and forth, but the Heat won't stop losing, bro. It was Sixers Heat for the longest. But yeah, I mean, I'm in on the Knicks, man. I think they're good. I think they're legit. I do think that it's funny. OG makes them better, but now that Randall's hurt, they're probably like, damn, I wish we had the depth.
Yeah.
Okay, my last one. Stick back to the West, baby. Okay, so the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Minnesota Timberwolves are still 1 to 2 years early on winning a title. In other words, do you think they are still a little too young and inexperienced to get the job done?
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Yo, I'm like, yo, I am semi appreciating that, dog. I'm semi appreciating that. Like, I feel like they are still young as hell. I feel like the Timberwolves kind of have more of a chance to win than the Thunder because of
The
defense
Timberwolves
alone.
do.
Yeah, defense
They,
alone. They got a little bit more experience than OKC does.
I think the problem is they both need different things. The Timberwolves need to trade for one more scorer because they don't have a guy like whenever it's late game for them, it's literally just give the ball to Ant Edwards, and they don't have another guy who can
I'll
create
down
a
that hill
shot.
though. I'll down that hill.
And then the Thunder, they need a vet. I love the Thunder. Super fun to watch. They're just too young, bro. Like they do not have a single vet on the team.
They are an AAU team, bro. I swear to God. Like they really like SGA look like he coming to games with a book bag on, and then I mean he be having that shit on. Go follow SGA on Instagram. But he coming out with a book bag on, barely stretched, just go in there and go crazy one time. But I feel like I'll down that hill with Anthony Edwards scoring, but I feel like the Timberwolves could win the title because they lost to the defending champions last year, and they gave them the worst fight of they probably the best fight of the whole playoffs. I'll say that they probably gave them the best fight of the whole playoffs. That's why I'm semi bought in, but I'm more bought in on the Wolves instead of OKC. OKC will be there though before we know it.
Yeah, I mean, man, it's gonna be. I just
Damn, that's
don't.
tough. I like them both.
It is tough. I just think if I'm looking at it like if the Thunder got to play Braun in the first round, do I really think they can win that war? No.
They be dropping our shit off though, bro. Like how you feel about the Heat? and how you feel about the Knicks, bro. The Thunder be dropping us the fuck off because they're young. They like to run. We don't like to run. We're
Yeah,
old.
but
We
in the
don't do it.
playoffs, bruh.
The playoffs is different. I understand because we turned that shit up on Memphis and they was doing all that jaw jacking. So,
It's just
but even that was hell. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the Thunder this year are. I'm not shit. That might be cap. I was gonna say I feel like the Thunder this year are better than the Grizzlies last year, but jaw was in
not
one hand.
see.
You know what I'm saying? So it might be cap. I don't
You know
really
what makes
know.
the Thunder so dangerous? As Dion would say, they don't give you any ulterior motives. They don't talk.
Yeah, they really just hoop and
They,
have fun.
they don't have anyone. Who on the Thunder talks shit? Chet?
SGA go on Instagram and start dropping captions on
Yeah, but
motherfuckers.
he drops people off and don't say nothing on the court, and he
He
just go
don't.
on and he.
They be cooler. They be cooler.
But it's crazy, man.
I
I
don't want to
don't
see
know.
either of them. As a Lakers fan, I don't want to see the Thunder or the Wolves in the
I'll
playoffs.
be
Like
honest, bro. I'm
I'm
sitting here looking.
respectful. I'd rather play the Nuggets again.
The
Keep it a
only
stack.
teams, the only teams that are like in the playoffs right now, 1 through 10 in the West that I would feel comfortable seeing is New Orleans, Sacramento, and Utah. I ain't trying to see Braun for a series. I ain't trying to see Luca for a series.
I'm damn sure not trying to see Luka. Oh, wow.
That's a perfect transition. So we're gonna talk a little bit about the scoring outbreaks and play a fun little game here. So I know all y'all watch hoops, man. We've had like ridiculous amount of scoring outburst here lately. We got a 70 and a 62 on Kobe's I think it was birthday, and then we got 73, 62 on the um anniversary of his death. So kind of wild coincidences first off. But yeah, the scoring's been crazy this week, man. We're getting 50 bombs, 60 bombs, 70 bombs everywhere left and right. And you got people talking about it's because the rules favor the offense and stuff. First off, man, y'all sound stupid. I'm about to have to clip that JJ Redick rant from the old man in the three from about 2 weeks ago, where bro was talking about people making that argument. And he was like, I can't, he was like, show me the rules that benefit offensive players. And couldn't find one, but he found five that benefit the defense. I mean, the simple fact of the matter is, I understand that the defense can be ass sometimes, but it's not for the whole game. And most of the time, it ain't because they ain't trying. It's just evolution, man. Like,
Yeah.
go watch Embiid's 70-point game and tell me what the hell they was supposed to do.
They got their ass fried though.
Embiid is 7'1" and humongous, like 300 pounds. He's out here hitting jab steps, like he's
Gonna be
showing
year run through the lane, bro.
like bruh, he I don't think he missed a jumper in that game. Like it didn't feel like he did. So
Correct.
it's just a different bag, different skill set. I mean, same shit with Luca. The shit that Luca was doing, I mean, dude.
Nah, that was out of body. That was an out of body, like really an out of body experience, bro. Watching Luka do that, but the Hawks was not playing no D though. I'm not gonna lie, they wasn't playing no.
Bro, I
D.
watched someone break it down though. Quinn Snyder is an idiot because Luka's too smart. They played screens the same way the whole game. They iced every single screen. Every single screen. Or no, they tried to ice every screen, but they didn't communicate. So every time they would do the same thing. They would get Jalen Johnson in a screen. Jalen Johnson thought they were going to ice it, so he thought he was fine. Hell no, they never communicated that shit. So then they would try to fight through, try to switch, and then Luka would get Jalen Johnson on his back hip,
So
and it
you
was game
need
over.
his big
Bro,
moan.
I'm just saying, once a guy gets to like 40, I think it might be time to call a timeout and be like, all right, it's time to blitz, it's time to
The
ice, it's
first
time to.
half though, bro.
That's what
40
I'm
in the
saying.
first
Like,
half
you
is
either got to blitz
crazy.
him, you got to ice those screens, you got to switch, you got to do something, man. And y'all didn't change the whole time. 5 or 6 of his baskets was off of him getting Jalen Johnson into a screen, getting him on his back hip, going downhill, and then as Capella was rolling, the guy that was supposed to play the help with Jalen was getting hedged by Capella. So he just had wide open lays. It's like it was an inexcusable defensive effort, but damn, it ain't even
70 still
73.
70. You know what I'm saying?
Did you
70
see
still
the
70.
pass bro made?
70 is still 70. And
Did you?
he was diming. He was diming, but he was doing everything like on the court. Like he
Dude,
just wasn't scoring. Like he was doing
that
everything on the
pass he
court.
made to Derek Lively is one of the craziest passes I've ever seen in my life. He did a separation move, came back through the pick and like whipped a Kareem hook pat. I don't even know what that was. And then zipped it through 3 defenders. I don't know.
He really one of the greatest, bro.
Luca
Like
is a
not like the greatest like we've ever like not like greatest of all time, but like bro, talent
he
wise,
will be
bro,
though.
he's definitely one of the greatest I've ever seen on the basketball court, talent wise.
He will be, bro. Like
Oh, he definitely will be a great.
he's one of those shooing, bro. Like I'm telling you, the Mavericks as a team, like their defense is kind of ass. They got some issues, but I'm not trying to see Luca and Kyrie for 7. That's
Yeah,
hell.
Kyrie was on the tear before he got hurt, like for real.
So we about to do a 3-person draft, man. We're gonna call this the Pecan Special, 3 picks each.
Okay.
I got this idea from my guy Ryan Russillo over at the
Shout out
Ringer.
Ryan, man.
Absolute legend. He is hilarious. One of the best sports content creators in the game. So, who is the worst possible teammate you could have if you have 60 and you're trying to go for 70? So, in other
Luca.
words, who ain't giving that pill up?
Luca. Luca. He's not giving the pill up, bro. I'm sorry. He's not giving the pill up. Like maybe he's understanding like that you better drop 70, but if the game is close, you're not getting that pill from him. I'm sorry. You're not. He's my number one. If I
There's
was
so
going first, that's
many
my number one.
there's so many answers here. Um a lot of people were saying Jordan Poole, but like I don't know, he's been so bad this year. I don't even know if I want to say that.
I feel like Jordan Poole is one of them. He's a kid also, bro. So he know you finna drop 70. I feel like he gonna swing the pill. Like I would just
For me personally, I'm gonna stick on the Mavericks, bro. Tim Hardaway Jr. That man get the ball and he don't even hesitate. He going to score. I ain't seen Tim Hardaway Jr. pass in about 2 months.
he not swinging that pill. Then he just dropped like a 40 bomb, bro.
He did it. I think it was a couple weeks ago. But
Like
like Tim Hardaway think that's his team, bro. That's what's funny about it.
he not swinging that pill, man. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? This is very good. Damn, I might have to say it was somebody on the Blazers. I was about to say. I was watching the Blazers the other night, and I was like, bro, really don't swing the pill. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I was about to say Simons, bro. I feel like he don't swing the pill, but I want to get serious. All right, JK, go with your second one. I'm gonna find somebody good. I'm trying to find somebody
It's
I
easy
really don't
money for
like.
me, bro. Michael Porter Jr.
Oh, I'm tripping.
You
You
ain't
know
getting
he not swinging the
you
pill.
ain't getting the rock, bro. Jokic could have 65 with 10 minutes left, and he gonna swing that thing to MPJ, and MPJ gonna shoot. The way MPJ sprays is different. He ain't got no filter on it.
That's I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy as shit. Uh, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go Klay Thompson. I don't think Clay swinging the pill. I don't think Clay gonna swing the pill, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He be jacking him and Curry both. I was tempted to say Curry, but they do not swing that rock. Even to each other, they don't be swinging that rock. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
it's all Draymond.
Yeah, they don't be swinging the pill.
I'm trying to think, man. There is
They,
just
yeah, Clay definitely one of them ones.
Well, Clay also shoot like almost every, and if he passes, it's because he's passing to try to make like a cut or go
Yeah,
around the DHO to get the ball back.
he trying to
He
get the ball
don't
back.
pass it. He don't
He,
pass the ball.
he don't pass the pill, bro.
Who is someone? Okay, I feel like this one is hard because this man's low key had some high assist games this year, but like, nah, bruh. Nah, F it. I'm hating. I don't care.
Please don't take my pick. I feel like I
So I
better
was
not.
gonna say Jordan Clarkson, but like
He don't
he's
swing it.
he don't, but he's had a couple like he had a triple double this year, so like I can't even hate. Um, man, I think I'm gonna have to go Zach Levine,
You ain't take my pick. I like that.
bro. Zach Levine came back on a minutes limit and shot like 18 shots in his first game back.
God damn.
He
He trying to get
there's
traded.
let's just say this: there's a reason he ain't been traded yet because he can. He. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
bro.
he ain't passing that pill, JK.
No, he's not, bro. He getting his 25 shots up. Like I just, man, he does not. He don't do it, man. He ain't gonna do it. Now he might be the one that's going for 70. I'll give him that. He's got talent. But if Kobe ever had like 60 through three quarters, Levine ain't giving him that ball.
That's how I feel about Luca for real, bro. Like Luca barely get a ball to Kyrie. Like Kyrie gets the ball, bro, but like they don't really share the rock. Like it's like 75-25. Kyrie really be damn. I never thought I'd see Kyrie be an off-ball shooter sometimes, bro. I'm like, yo, Kyrie really just dead ass sitting in the corner. That's crazy as fuck. I thought I'd never see that. My last one, Jeremy Sohan, bro. He don't even pass the ball to Wemby.
He
who
don't, bro.
who else he gonna get a ball to? He don't even get a ball to Wemby, bro.
Bro, the amount of times that Wemby throws his hands up is hilarious, dog.
I was about to say the Spurs roster, but I'm gonna just narrow it down to the main culprit, Jeremy Sohan, bro. He do not
Bro,
pass that pill.
why do they not just they should literally 15 times a game just chuck it up to Wemby. I don't understand why they don't.
Bro, I secretly think they hating on him, bro. Like, you know how Cleveland was, like Boozer and all them, whenever they was like Braun's about to come in the league, and they was like, we don't need him. He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna change shit. I feel like that's how the Spurs was with them Wemby, bro. They was like, well, we young too, we hooping too. Like, we was kind of straight last year. Not really, we was dirt, but they feel like they was probably straight last year. As players, you never feel like you garbage. I know that for a fact. So they sort of like, man, this motherfucker ain't finna come in here doing all this, getting all our shine. Man, I know they hating on Wemby on the low.
I
Imagine, bro,
agree.
the press come in the locker room, they going straight to Wemby locker. They don't talk to nobody else. They
Yeah.
mad. They hating. I know they hating.
And I know Jeremy Sohan see the tweets because he get called out once a week. But
I'm telling you, he do. They kids, bro. They on Twitter. I know he know.
all right, it's time for the coveted segment, man. It's time to get into most hated. Pierre, it's been a while, man. We still been hating, just not with the mic in front of us. So I'll let you go first. What you hating on, man?
We was just on a scoring outbreak, so it's only fair that I do this. Can we please stop holding up that white piece of fucking paper after every scoring outbreak? Can we please stop doing that? I don't see motherfuckers hold it up for 50. I don't see motherfuckers hold it up for 60. I don't see motherfuckers hold it up for 70, 81, and then 100. Bro, stop. Can we find something new to do? Please. Like the white piece of paper, old, bro. Like, shit, I might drop 40. I seen a motherfucker drop 40 in a YMCA league and was holding up a white piece of paper. Pack that shit up. Please. Pack it up. That shit trash. I'm done with that. That's my number one, probably right now.
They let
I'll
the
let you.
mythical man Wilt Chamberlain set the precedent. He ain't even actually drop 100.
Where the footage?
Bruh, I done seen footage of everything that Wilt's done, man. They showed him at Martin Luther King's
Nah,
funeral.
that shit was funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie. That my fault. That ain't funny. Like,
That's crazy. That's
like
crazy.
that ain't funny. But like, yo, I feel like bro is a secret detective. Like, why they got pictures of bro at a funeral? Like, that's crazy as hell.
It just don't sit right with me that we ain't seen footage yet. It didn't happen, bro. I'm telling you,
You don't think it
some
happened? I think it happened, bro. For real, I think it happened. He was a
some
freak.
asshole that was a stat keeper was like, we ain't got cameras. Ain't nobody gonna know.
That's
They
true. But Will low key's dropped every number though, so like I kind of believe it. Low key,
yeah, I could see it, but 100's crazy.
100 is crazy as hell. I be thinking about that. Like I'm like, damn, they must have been playing 15-minute quarters, like for real.
You got any more?
Oh, of course, of course. Yeah, the McCaffrey shit too, bro. Once again, how you gonna be, bro? Come on, bro. You know you wasn't running this hard in Carolina, G. Like you had a thousand season. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they force fed you the ball, you hooped out. But bro, you wasn't hooping like this, bro. You wasn't doing all this. I don't believe you was. I feel like you capping for the gram. You capping for your folks. You wanted to go back home and shit. You didn't want to be in Carolina for real. I ain't gonna hold you. You say you did, but I don't know, bro. The proof not in the pudding right now. You running a little too hard for San Fran right now. You running a little too hard for Purdy. I don't know. I'm not liking that. What else we
And he
got?
put his house up for sale finally.
And yeah, you put your crib up for sale. That means you shoveled us in the dirt. Like you don't even fuck with Lake Norman no more. Like that's crazy as hell. That's cool. I mean, I ain't even tripping for real. Number 3, Rainbow Six Siege players, bro. All y'all gotta have Zens and Cronuses. I ain't no way y'all all getting headshots when I turn the corner. All y'all is not Chris Kyle, American Sniper. All of y'all is not John Wick. All of y'all is not the Equalizer. Quit capping. You cheating. You're definitely cheating. Okay. We ain't been here in a while. I ain't gonna lie, we ain't been here in a while.
My boy Jinxie, goat though.
Yeah, Jinxie is a legend. Like he probably the funniest content creator that's out right now.
Go to
Other
the
than T
name.
Banks. Yeah. Clip of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, number 4, I feel like, oh yeah, number 4, all the people that be switching up. I'm not gonna lie, all the Lamar memes and slander and shit, this shit not even funny, bro. That shit not even funny because everybody, y'all was just making edits on TikToks about how he need to save the world. But as soon as he lose, y'all going right to making edits of him losing. That shit corny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Get off my man's meat. That shit is corny as hell. That's
I'm
how I
with
feel
that.
personally. Yeah, that shit lame, bro. How you gonna do that and then come back? Now, who I will appreciate y'all hating on is Odell. Bro really be doing cardio. He does nothing. Odell does not shit. That was a waste of bread. Let him go. He's cooked. He's
It was
cooked.
bad.
It was terrible. He ain't done shit. He ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
He ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing all year but learn Baltimore dances. And it's cool for the culture, but bro, what did you do on the field?
He's
Nada damn.
cooked.
And then how Jinxie was at? Nada damn. Nothing. Didn't do nothing. You go ahead. I'm pretty sure I got more, but I'm gonna let you spit.
All right. Number 1, you are not gonna like this, but that's the one I was talking about. I gotta hate on Giannis a little bit, and it's not even hating on Giannis necessarily. Actually, yeah, it probably is. Because why are we letting him slide for the same shit we slandered KD for? He done got 2 coaches fired. He got 2 of his boys, Drew and Grayson, shipped. So he gets them shipped for Dame and gets his coach fired. He gets exactly what he wants. Tells him he ain't gonna sign an extension. Y'all gotta do something, man. They bring in Dame. They trade his boys. They fire him. He's refuses to let them hire Nick Nurse, which is so insane to me. And he wants Adrian Griffin. He gets him. Not going as planned. The defense is terrible. We're not going to win a title with this. Makes him fire his coach. You got the roster you wanted. They did everything you asked. And you still got your coach fired. And now you got Doc Rivers. I don't know, man. Stuff like that just don't sit right with me. And it really don't sit right with me that if KD did that, we've seen it. It'd be KD the coach killer, KD this, KD that. And it's like Giannis does it. And everyone's like, oh, cool. Come on, man. Look,
Yeah, I mean, chill on my guy Giannis, man. Every superstar gets fed up. If the coach ain't doing what you want to do, get his ass up out of there. Shout out my dog Braun. Ain't that what we do? We do the same thing. I can't be mad at Giannis for doing what my dog do. LeBron got plenty of coaches packed up. Plenty. And I
yeah.
hope it ain't true what they said about Spoelstra that he tried to get Spoelstra fired. If that's true, that's crazy, Braun. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy as fuck. There ain't no way you did that, bro. There ain't no way. But David Blatt, all the rest of them, sayonara. Maybe Mike Brown. He wasn't even that good in Cleveland. But pack all them up. So I'm cool with Giannis doing that. But I mean, Griffin was hooping though. He wasn't even a bad coach. I feel like, I mean, it's cool to bump heads with your coach, but bro, like, that's tough.
Yeah,
That's a tough fire right there.
it is.
Budenholzer, I
So,
kind of understood because they was.
yeah, Bud I got because it was like back-to-back years. I don't know. It was just weird, man. But staying in the NBA, Tyrese Halliburton's fits on the sideline. What are you doing, my
Chill.
guy?
That shit was clean.
That man got
The
them
Peaky Blinders is clean.
extra, come here type fits. Like this man,
Nah,
this
he
man
ain't have
look,
to. He ain't have to do the hat though. The hat was
this
crazy as
man
fuck.
looked like he about to damn sweep a chimney, bro. He about to throw some newspapers at you. I don't know what he is on with that fit, bro.
That
I
fit was
mean,
types tough. I
he
ain't
could
gonna
have
lie.
kept the cardigan and stuff, and it would
For
have been
sure.
clean. But then, bro had to put on the damn 1950s hat. I don't know what bro was thinking.
Hey, I told Kobe, shout out Kobe. I told the rest of the boys in the group chat. I said, bro, really looked like he was rigging baseball games back in the day. Like he really was. That fit was crazy.
Bro looked like he was starring in Mary Poppins, bro.
That fit was.
Oh my god, bro, that shit was egregious.
That fit was.
This shit was funny, bro.
Yeah,
Um,
that fit was crazy as shit. Oh my god.
last one, CJ Gardner Johnson, because I gotta blame you, man. You waved by to the crowd when y'all was up 21-7.
Yo, chill, bro.
And now you eating crow, brother. Now now you cooked. Cause you was talking all that smack, you was waving by, and then you lose. That's called karma. And I hate that you did that because one pride, man. They lost. And now I got to deal with dudes going on Twitter as I speak and quoting shit and saying Brandon Ayuk, the best wide receiver in the league, his only peer is Justin Jefferson. So I got to add that to my most hated. Um, but yeah, I mean, come on, CJ. You was talking all that talk and you didn't back it up. Like,
Bro, I don't think Debo has lost a beef yet in the
no,
NFL.
Debo undefeated in beefs,
Like,
man.
what the fuck?
Maybe when he gets to 20, 19 problems. He get 19 beefs. And when he gets to the 20th one, he might be cooked.
Yeah, I don't, bro. That's crazy as hell. Like, he stood on business with the Eagles. Then he
He
stood on
does,
business
man.
with CJ. Like, damn. He even stiff armed, bro, too. I saw that. CJ got cooked.
Nah,
CJ got cooked.
Debo's got that in him, bro. But yeah, I mean, look, it feels good to be back on the mic with my guy P, man. Another fun week of hating. I'm sure some crazy shit is going to happen this week in the NBA, just based off history. We might talk a little bit about the Pro Bowl, and then we're gonna do a little Super Bowl preview. We're gonna be back, man, better than ever.
Facts.
Until next time, man.
Oh, wait,
Y'all
JK. Let me say
wait.
something real quick.
Oh, my man P got the closing statement.
Make sure y'all subscribe, man. For sure. I'm not playing with y'all this time. Honestly, I wanted a break because I feel like I need to get everybody addresses that want to subscribe, and I know who y'all are now. I got tabs on all you niggas. Shout out Denzel Washington. I'm on y'all ass. Make sure you subscribe. I'm not playing. And number
That's
two, most appreciated, North Carolina Tar Heels. We winning the national championship. On God.
we
I'm out,
final.
JK.
Hey, y'all mess with P. That's the pequalizer. Hey, listen, man. Y'all know the vibes. Until we back, stay safe, but make sure you keep hating. We'll catch y'all next time.